Welcome back once again. This is season gosh dang 4 of AK219. I, Aidan Maloney, and my boy Kevin Boland are the guys being dudes. In it?
Season 4?
Yeah, man.
My God.
Yeah, man. So you know what that means.
You know, time flies when you're having fun.
Brand new things.
It does, yeah.
In a way.
Well,
in a way.
I mean, it's a shake. It's still new. It's a shake-up.
It's a shake-up, right.
We put the old show in the blender. We turned it on. We forgot we left it on.
Left it on for a while.
We're back here with this, whatever new shake-ups we have. Even I don't know.
It started defrosting. Became more of a slop.
Yeah. That's usually what we do every week.
Leave a blender on?
No. We give you
slop. Oh, yeah. We serve the slop, and what do? Seed dumpage, slop servage.
Yeah.
It's just what we do.
I mean, you can call something slop, and it's really a mix of like all the best things, but you just call it that, and it still tastes great. And what we give to you every week is considered slop, and it still sounds, and it's great.
What would you consider slop? Would it be like a sauce with
just a good old hodgepodge of
a hodgepodge
things,
It's like a stew.
Kind of, yeah.
No, slop seems thicker, doesn't it? It feels thicker coming out of the mouth.
Our show is very thick.
Yeah.
I mean, it's lengthy. It's got a lot of content.
So would a potato soup be slop? Thicker? Chunky?
I'd have some potato slop.
Does that then mean chunky peanut butter is slop?
I don't know. I've never eaten it, and I never will.
You've never had chunky peanut butter?
No.
In your life?
It's disgusting.
But you've never tried it. How can you say that? How can you say that when you haven't tried it?
Why would I want a peanut butter sandwich with crunchies?
It adds texture.
Yeah, you ever put a slice of cheese on a peanut butter sandwich?
I don't see why any fucking insane individual would want to do that. So no, I haven't.
You see, maybe I'll try a crunchy peanut butter sandwich with a piece of cheese on it, and then
it sounds so awful.
It's really not.
That really sounds awful.
You need to open your horizons. You need to, your taste buds change every 7 years. I guarantee you, in the next 7, you'll try it and you'll like it.
I'm not putting cheese anywhere near peanut butter.
Vomit.
Cheese on peanut butter.
No.
Does it sound grotesque?
It sounds grotesque.
Does it taste great? Yes.
No.
You both don't know. You need to try it.
No. I'm going to go ahead and say no.
How about we already kicked the show off kind of with this slop talk. Now let's forget the slop talk and talk about how we've been the last 2 gosh dang weeks.
Oh yeah, we had last week off so we could reformulate the show, do a little upgrading of sorts. Mm-hmm. In a real roundabout kind of way. But here we are. So we have 2 weeks of stuff that happened. Now, Kevin, what happened? What happened to you? Oh.
Sorry.
None taken.
Went through a change.
Yeah? How'd it go?
It's still going.
This shit don't stop.
Let's be real here. I've been changing.
Well, that's great to hear. Anyway, my vibe.
No, go ahead.
No. I insist.
Oh, you insist?
Not really.
I insist. No, really. You go.
Oh, you're done?
No, all right. My past 2 weeks, I feel like I got to sneeze. This is great.
What? Really? You couldn't have done this before we started?
Well, no, because that wouldn't be me. But the past 2 weeks have been...
Are you allergic to creating entertainment?
No, I'm allergic to your bullshit.
Oh, sheesh.
Which just reeks every time I'm near you.
I know.
But anyway, past 2 weeks have been great. Work's been great. Hockey's been great. Had a lot of fun hanging out with friends, family. Went and saw a football game. I was in the Popcorn Fest this past weekend. I've been on a couple dates with someone new.
Let's freaking go.
It's been great thus far. We're going out again tomorrow. We always pre-record our show on a Tuesday for the listener out there.
Unless we say otherwise.
Yeah. So we'll be going out on a 3rd date. And this all started back when I went to Michigan to do inventory. She came with 2 from our store. We were the only 2 people from our store to go to Michigan and do it. So I figured we're the only 2 people from our store. In case she needs anything, like hotel information or whatnot, just like we're co-workers, I'm just like, I got you. Like, you want to get some food after work one morning? She's like, yeah. So we get some of his coworkers. It was fun. Got back to the good old state of Indiana. Started working some more. Started working with her, and just kept on talking, doing this, doing that. I asked her out to dinner, which I was gonna do in person at work, but that day I was literally swamped from the time I clocked in to the time I clocked out. So yeah, I messaged her. I'm like, hey, you want to get some food? I had to.
Yeah.
I literally had to. I was swamped back there with 300 orders. It was a crazy day.
Would you say you had to do it to him?
I did have to do it to him. I had to do the dicks. I had to do the
and you
dicks.
did it.
And I did the dicks. And then, so we were going to go to B-Dubs on a Thursday night. And I'm just like, it's packed. Why is it so packed? I'm like, that's right, football's back. So then we went to Wings, etc. instead. Had a lot of fun there. She was very upset that I paid, but why wouldn't I?
Right.
It wasn't even that expensive anyway. Their wings were cheap that night. So that was fun. I told her it was a lot of fun. We should do it again sometime. She agreed. So then come Popcorn Fest, she had to work. But then after she got off, I went and got her. We went to Popcorn Fest, which was a little underwhelming, I gotta say. It wasn't like the best this year. I had my elephant.
Actually walking around.
Yeah, I had my elephant ear. That was about it.
Yeah.
She didn't get anything. So then, but like we were there for an hour and it was only 6:30. I'm just like, I am not ending the night on that. I'm like, that was kind of boring. I'm like, what do you want to do? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, God damn it, these women.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I gotta think up of everything. So we went to Zayo instead. And I honestly think she would have beat me if she wore her glasses.
Mini golf? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the glasses are too big for her head, so she's always having to constantly, push them up the bridge of her nose. So I told her, buy the strap.
No, don't.
And she's like, good God, no.
Suggest
she's
anyone
like,
that.
I did. I told her, so you could pull it off.
No.
I'd be like, yeah,
no one can pull off the strap.
I'd tap. Anyway.
You would do that strap or strapless?
Or a strap on.
Really?
Anywho.
Wait.
Anywho.
Let's dwell on that for a second.
Let's just rewind.
Fix it in post for you?
But I got 44, she got 56.
Damn!
It was a lot of fun. I got my drinks at Zayo. I did not get them at the Popcorn Fest because the beer garden was freaking busy as hell. And plus, her name, Kennedy, she is not 21 yet.
Was she 20?
She's 20.
Oh.
So she's like, well, I can just stand outside the beer garden. I'm just like, no. I'm like, no. Because, one, you're not from around here. You don't really know anybody. And, some shady shit can happen at the fest. You never know.
The Popcorn Fest?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Zayo still.
No. But that was a lot of fun. And like I said, we'll go out on a third one tomorrow. And just looking forward to it. Finally going to, admit that touchy subject, if you will. And just see where we go from there. But right now, I'm riding a wave of confidence.
Solid.
And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Keep
Side
it there.
Note, I apologize for the mild yelling. Our cat likes to fuck shit up.
Yeah, constantly.
Everyone loves to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Some days...
There's a time and place, though.
Some days, the chaos just
Are you
overtakes.
okay?
I'm fine.
It sounds like you're dying.
No, I'm good. I'm just my throat very raspy. It could have been from the cigar I had last week after hockey.
Ah, well.
It was nice though. It was the first time I've had a stogie in a long time.
Smooth.
Oh yeah, it was great. And also that wave of confidence. I know. I'll keep. Last thing I'll say. This wave of confidence that I've been writing. We had a coworker that was leaving for UCLA, so she no longer works with us now. But when she comes back during the holiday, she'll work again. But like my confidence was so high with Kennedy. I literally straight up looked at Molly in the face. I'm just like, I could have taken you out on a date before you left for college.
Yeah.
And she just like, ha ha ha, like one of those laughs. But then like she didn't mean nothing by it because we just talked like regular friends after that. I'm just like,
right.
I'm feeling it right now. I'm just like, hey, could have fucking taken you out. She's like, which
awkwardly giggles it off.
Yeah, and then like 2 seconds go by and we're just back to doing our jobs. Like nothing happened.
Interesting move, I'll say.
It was. I didn't give a shit. That was her last day, dude. Why? It's not like I said anything horrible. Just take you out on a date. Not like, I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah, best not to.
So,
best not to.
But yeah, no, it's been a nice 2 weeks. I've had a lot of fun.
Excellent.
It's been tough getting back out there because I'm not used to it. Because last time I did anything like this was 3 years ago.
Right.
So.
Fresh meat in the game, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for certainly.
Most definitely.
For certainly. Well, yeah, my vibe of the week, same in some ways, because we went...
Oh.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. We went and saw Purdue take a pretty fat L against Fresno State
that game
a couple
sucked.
weeks ago. Honestly, their offense was fun to watch. Their defense was horrible. Horrible. Non-existent. So... it was fun to be there, regardless.
We got some sun, that's for sure.
Oh, we got too much sun.
Even at Popcorn Fest, I got sun.
Yeah, I'm not like red anymore because that was a couple weeks ago, but I'm still like, I can feel it in my soul. I got too much sun.
For sure.
For certainly. And then, yeah, we were the banner boys for a company my dad works for which was pretty epic, I'll say. Everyone from the streets were like shouting us out, like, "Yo, long live the Banner Boys!" Like just saying random things like that.
Let's go, Coldwell Banker!
Yeah,
You know,
it's
I'm holding on to one half. I'm totally into it. I'm just, yeah. Yeah. Some kid gave me a little balloon. I'm just like, what is it? Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I held it, and then we walked literally less than a block, and some kid's like, I want that balloon. I'm like, take it. Like, I didn't give a shit.
Oh yeah, it was a good time. I kind of bounced because I wasn't feeling super hot, and then what else happened? Oh yeah, that's right. We Jordan's PlayStation 5 finally got broken in. She played some Cyberpunk 2077, and then played some Gang Beasts, which was righteous. I got a couple big dubs in there, which is interesting because usually I'm awful, but I got the dubs.
Is it? I think Rocket League is free.
I could probably get that for my Switch anyway.
Well, the Switch is irrelevant compared to the PS5. Come on now.
Not really.
You got a big boy console.
My girlfriend has a big boy console.
She has one that you can play on as well.
Well, are you giving me permission?
No.
I was gonna say
I'm giving you permission to ask for permission.
Oh, thanks. Well, I appreciate your permission to ask for permission. I'll keep that in mind going forward.
Permission for the permission granted.
Already?
Permissions, '*S.
Do you know what that means? When the apostrophe is after the S?
It means it's.
No, before the S means either like plural or it is, you know?
It is.
Right. Or like belongs to.
Yeah.
Like Aidan's car, the apostrophe would be before the S, right?
Yeah.
So what's the apostrophe after the S mean? Kevin?
Ziz.
Ziz? It means ziz?
Yeah.
Well, as we figure out if Kevin's having a stroke or if he's just a little bit dumb, we'll be right back with some burning questions. Yes, burning questions. Got the bump and it stays, but it's a little more. We're taking different sources for our questions this time of year.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if you want to follow the socials, the Instagram and Threads is AK219_GBD. The Facebook is AK219-GBD. The Twitter, website formerly known as Twitter, I suppose, is @GuysBeingDude19. YouTube is AK219GBD, and the Mastodon is AK219. Alright, we're back. It's burning questions time, where, oof, ouch, the questions are hot. You good?
Sorry, yeah, I just got burned.
From how,
just how ridiculously
hot the questions are. Well, once again, we go to everyone's second least favorite website, Reddit, and there's like 3 subreddits we draw from to get our fancy little burning questions. And it's interesting because it seems like these certain Redditors ask these questions knowing damn well they're meant for us, the main characters of the universe, of course. And it's up to me to find them for us to answer. Yeah.
Correct.
So
you could have kept going. My nose is leaking. I'm leaking bodily fluids over here. You could have kept going.
You're busy leaking bodily fluids. I'm busy trying to have a podcast.
Yeah, I am too.
Oh, really?
And yeah, these questions are so hot it's making me leak.
It's making me leak.
I reached my boiling point.
Okay. Fantastic. This question comes from... Are you fucking done?
I've just lost control of my body.
You need to cease your bodily functions when we record.
If these questions weren't so damn hot.
It's like a sauna in here. This question comes from the Alexis Cowdell 1. Okay. What's a dirty little secret about an industry that you've worked in that outside people should really know? I've worked in the food industry a couple times.
If I know something and I say it, well, I feel like I'd be shot and killed.
I don't know. It's just answer the burning question.
You're right. We're the main characters. We're untouchable.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I can't think of any other than the fact that, I don't know, at White Castle, a lot of people were, even myself included before I worked there, we were under the impression that, like, those onions were just, like, they're so nasty. Like, the way you have to prepare them and then put them on the grill. They're dehydrated onions.
Oh, no, really? Do you have to rehydrate the onions?
You literally put them in a bucket, you fill the bucket up with water, you put them in a cooler. And then you just put them on the griddle.
You put you put the dehydrated onions in the water bucket, in the cooler, then on the griddle.
Yep.
Wow.
And guess what? I still eat there.
Honestly, me too.
I like it.
Like, even knowing that, I don't care. I'll still go.
That's about all I can think of, though, honestly. I don't know of too many secrets.
I was just thinking, like, because I, too, have worked in the food, not fast food, but I've worked in the food industry. And the amount of times one or more of the cooks or chefs show up sick it would make you never want to eat out of your house again. Because no one in the food industry gets paid time off. You can hardly get unpaid time off. So, like, the amount of people preparing your food, even servers, that are actually just sick, it would blow your mind.
Oh no, I've worked in the food industry too, and while I'm the owner, I'm like half owner of Kelsey's, right? I'm sure everybody knows that.
Yeah, part-time owner,
be the
full-time head chef.
But even when I was chef, I was never sick. But like, I'd show up to bus tables before I owned the place.
Yeah, naturally.
And I'd be like, "Can I take your plate?"
Yeah. Oh, out loud.
Yeah.
I'm sure that left a good impression.
It did. They never came back.
That's success. Got to minimize those returning customers, maximize the new ones.
Well, yeah, because the returning customers, they get the same thing, so their bill's stagnant. You get new people in, they just buy all the shit.
Ever increasing.
That's what it takes to be an owner.
That's why
gotta
they
do the
promoted you.
You got to do the difficult shit.
Like
yourself.
Making sure nobody ever comes back.
Yes.
For certainly. Well, yeah, I would just say, like, how... And granted, there's a lot of kitchens out there that are nice and clean, but I now deliver beer and alcohols and everything like that. So there's a lot of, like, pubs and taverns and, you know, fancy little eateries and such where we have to go through the kitchen to stock, like, the keg cooler or whatever. The amount of kitchens I see that are just downright disgusting.
I'm sure there's a lot out there. I'm sure.
It blows my mind how some of these places, like, get past health code and stuff like that. I don't get it.
They probably pay them enough to not even come and inspect it.
Could be. I guess a health inspector's got to make a little money on the side also.
True.
Next question.
Is this coming back?
Depends how strong you want it to come back. Fair enough. From user Good Riddance, how did your genetics fuck you over?
I'm short.
Yeah. That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
Oh, nothing.
I'm short and from the waist down, you... No, I'm just kidding.
Yikes.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just kidding. I would say...
That's enough self-roasting for today.
Yours,
crying.
Yours are worse than mine. Our eyeballs. We both need corrective lenses.
Yeah, we need
That's kind of whack.
I've had specs since the 3rd grade.
Yeah. I've probably needed them since high school, and I feel like it would have helped out my baseball game a lot, but I never knew. I was just like, man, it's a little blurry, but that's okay. I can see.
This is normal.
I didn't know. I would also say my sinuses, which I guess also ties into, like, my slight lactose intolerance, really, really blows. Because I'm not going to stop eating cheese. And I like me some ice cream.
You know, other than me being short and my eyesight, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That might just be it.
That might be it.
Honestly,
yeah.
I can't think, like, I'm just, perfect.
Naturally.
Besides those two things.
Well, in that case, it makes me wonder, like, where we won the genetic lottery. Because, like, I've got nice flowing, slightly wavy locks, and...
Yeah, I got hair.
There's, like, no balding, really, in my family. So chances are I'm going to keep these for several more decades. These locks of mine, which would be a major bonus.
Well, actually, my hairline is receding.
Is it now?
Yeah, can't you tell?
Oh yeah. You wear caps too often, or is that just a family recession?
No. Well, I do like me a good hat.
Yeah.
But no, my dad. Let's see, my grandfather. Yeah, it might run in the family.
The baldness.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's awesome.
Didn't hit you as quick as our mutual friend Zach. That's for sure.
No.
Not at all.
His was worse, which is weird. His dad has a full head of hair. I don't know where the fuck he got that from.
I always heard, like, oh, it's from the mom's father is where you get the baldness or whatever. I don't know if that holds any merit, but I don't know. I'm no scientist.
I'm not.
Next question comes from user emotional_potato101. Be honest, what makes you a not so great person to live with? You want to start? Or should I?
What do you think I'm going to say?
I would say anybody you live with, you need to have a 2-bathroom apartment or 2-bathroom house.
Yeah. Sometimes my gas can be a little too much to handle, as well as my mouth.
Yeah. For sure.
So yeah, either the not so great thing, my ass, and my racial tendencies, if you will.
Yeah.
When I'm really not, people just perceive it in the wrong way.
Oh, sure.
Like everyone.
How far are you going to dig this hole?
Like
you going to keep digging?
Everyone loves these kind of jokes.
You going to keep digging?
Everyone's
Digging
got
a
a
little
sense of humor.
further? A little further?
I even said something during the Bears game.
Really now?
When Justin
How much
Fields,
editing are you going to make me do
when
today?
Justin Fields ran the ball, got a first down, I'm just like, man, that guy ran fast. And that made my buddy Tommy and Rich lose their shit. And my buddy Tommy, he's black.
Yeah.
He likes that shit. It's funny.
I would say...
But yeah, how about you? Enough about me.
I am very particular about cleanliness. I don't like messy things. And I don't like if I put something somewhere and I look for it, I want it to be there, you know?
I get that. Yeah, especially, but like with my room, it's a little bit of organized chaos, if you will. Like it's not crazy, but like if I put, I know where it's going to be at. But there is shit, strewn about, not everywhere, but some places, and I'm just like, man, this place, I need to just fix it up.
Yeah.
Let's take a nap.
And then you don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm guilty of doing that.
What else makes me know?
Your love for Bo Burnham, I feel like would be a breaker. I wouldn't want to live with someone who likes someone like that.
Then again, your hatred for Bo Burnham would make you
he's just not that great.
Irreparably reprehensible.
He's
to coexist with.
He's like the Joey B of comedy, except Bo Burnham is overrated.
I couldn't disagree with you more.
It's the same thing. Yeah,
I couldn't
Joe Burrow's
disagree with you
overrated
more.
as well as Bo Burnham is, because
See,
Joe Burrow's not that
where
great.
you're wrong
and Bo Burnham isn't
is-
even that funny.
Joey B is top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
No.
And Bo Burnham, in my opinion, is top 5 comedian I've ever witnessed. So that's where you're wrong in both ways.
That is a very bold
Next
wrong
question
take. Oh God.
comes from user SleepyDog45. How attractive would you say you are?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
I'm sticking to it.
6 out of 10. Yeah, I'd put myself like, I think since my beard has grown in high school or
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you.
19 and 20, I would put myself at a 5 or 6. But ever since I got the beard that hides my chinlessness, 7, 7.5.
And I will kick your ass.
Maybe
Yeah,
like a high B plus type tier.
See, you have a support system here. She will accept nothing less than a 10.
Yeah. That. Then again, this is subjective. We're all our own worst critics.
You hear that? She doesn't give a fuck.
I did hear that. I couldn't miss it. Next question comes from. You okay? Comes from user Halo Hybrid. What have you stopped giving a fuck about?
Work.
yeah.
Even though I've been there a year, some days I just don't give a fuck.
I feel ya. Yeah, I'd say work or political discussion at all. I feel like it's so, I just don't care.
Even this sounds kind of ass backwards. I'm gonna say I don't give a fuck about women, even though I'm trying to be with one right now. But if it doesn't work out, it's oh well. It just I couldn't give two shits anymore about, which is so ironic to say because I want this to work out. But if it doesn't, I'm still just be like, I don't give a fuck.
Did you want to rephrase that at all?
How so?
By saying instead of you don't give a fuck about women, maybe.
Okay, relationships.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Okay, all right.
When you first said it, I was like, oh no, where are we going?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah. So you're giving a
Sorry,
last shot to a
relationships.
relationship, and then it's like, what happens, happens.
Yeah,
kind of
I just,
vibe. Yeah.
Because God forbid I take some time and scout the field and maybe pick up a potential. This just sounds creepy.
Yeah, it sounds very
okay.
sport related.
Okay, yeah. I did my pre-scouting and I found my QB1.
Okay, sure. 5-star recruit.
5-star recruit, and I'm trying to figure out what
she wants in a college.
What she wants in a college,
Yeah.
exactly. Whereas someone else might just end the season and then fuck the off season. Let's just get right back into it with a bowling ball.
Just right. Yeah. Straight to the IL, really.
Yeah, really. Straight to the fucking Discord mod layer.
Yeah, I went to the transfer portal, if you will.
And went to fucking Arizona State.
Yeah. Drew Pine, we don't miss you. Yeah, definitely for me, like, anything politics related is just so depressing. Like, in high school, I was big into, like, debating people and, like, throwing points around and statistics and whatnot. And now it's just, like, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Really doesn't.
There's, like, so many people just... Wow.
Sorry.
Are you dying? We're recording something. Can you die afterwards, please?
I know. I've had a bit of a cough the past 2 days.
Yeah. I was kind of like that over the weekend a little bit. What if it's a little cold going around? Anyway, next question. Hold up. Okay. From user Good Alchemist, what is the best non-alcoholic drink in the world?
I got a lot of good ones for this, honestly, but
List them. Go for it.
Well, of course, I like me a nice cold pop.
Soda pop?
Soda pop.
What's your
Cola.
soda pop? Look, cola for you.
Well, no, I'm just the word cola. Probably like Pepsi.
Beppis, for sure.
I love me a good Diet Beppis. Lemonade's good. Pink lemonade.
Pink
especially.
lemonade's where it's at, dude, for sure.
But for me, though, like my best, I'll drink this all day, every day. I just don't. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Fucking love cranberry juice.
Cranberry juice is good. Do you get like the 100% cranberry juice or like the one with the mix?
Sometimes I get the 100%, or sometimes I'm feeling like cran
like that,
apple,
like
a
cran white grape.
Pomegranate.
Yeah. That's the one, dude, for sure.
That shit fucks.
Oh yeah. For me, I mean, I know it's the most boring answer, but I really love water.
Water, this fucking guy. That's why he
drink,
loves water. Let's not live with him. Fucking.
I do. I really like water because it makes me actually feel better after I drink it.
You know what makes me feel better after I drink it? A 30 rack.
Can I get a Let's Freaking Go it? Alternatively, I would say, yeah, juice is incredible. I have a 100% pomegranate juice. That's
juice
always
is
good. I really just like orange juice, too.
Chalky milk.
Oh, dude. You've swayed me. Chalky milk is up there for sure. And I'm not much of a soda guy, but that Mountain Dew Zero is phenomenal.
That Baja Blast.
That Baja Blast, too.
That Baja Blast makes me just want to blast.
Blast off for sure. Next and final question. From user Mammoth Willow 7479. You're offered $200,000, but you can't use the internet for an entire year. Do you accept?
Nope.
And how do you keep yourself occupied?
Nope. Can't do it.
Really?
For a year?
A year.
I'd go nuts. I would go nuts.
No internet for a year, you'd go nuts.
No internet for a year. That's insane. It's like, gotta go back to the caveman era? Like,
here's my thing. $200,000 is a life-changing amount of money. It can put me a down payment on a house, down payment on a car. It could just buy me the car. That's a life-changing amount of money. I would say yes, because there's a lot I could do without the internet for a year. Play games offline, record this podcast, which is offline. You would just have to upload it and do the socials, which I do anyways. Oh, I'm sure you do, right.
So then, okay, if you were to do that, I have to do the dirty work because you're internet free. I'm getting some of that money.
What money?
You understand?
What
the
money?
$200,000.
Oh, no.
You're getting, yeah.
No.
I'm saving the
I'm
podcast.
not paid right now.
Like I do
So
week
why
in and
would
week
you
out.
be paid for doing what I do for free now?
Because you don't, what are you talking about? I do this.
You're saying you would take over a portion of the duties I do for free now, and you'd want money for it.
No, I'm saying I've been doing this portion.
You haven't
of the
been
duties.
doing any portion of shit.
I usually do shit in portions, yes.
Yeah, for certainly. But yeah, I would take it. Because not only that, it might actually help my mental health too. Just not doom scrolling through social media. It would actually give me a reason to go to the gym because, hey, I'm not, doom scrolling YouTube videos or Reddit or whatever. So I'm going to say yes.
That's true.
Because I think it could be a low-key win-win.
To each their own.
Yeah, for
Each their
sure.
own.
But you're sticking
I
with
like
it?
I'm sticking with it.
Sticking
I'm
with
gonna
it.
say no.
That's fair. It's a fair take. I can't be mad. Thanks, man.
That concludes.
And leads us to a returning segment. An old favorite. One that lives dearly in our hearts. Back from season 1.
Whoa.
And then we killed it. Tier listing. We'll be right back.
God,
oh
I
my
can't fucking wait.
holy
Jesus Christ.
shit.
Oh my God.
Fucking shit. Gee dang it. We're back, as we promised, with another season of tier listing.
Oh my
All for your
God.
pleasure. The lovely listener, of course.
I don't know if I can even just grade anything now because I'm just so overwhelmed that this segment is back.
Finally. Finally, it took us 2 seasons off to realize tier listing is a lot of dang fun. Now, the way we do this, of course, if you've somehow never heard of or seen a tier list before, we will rank them on a scale from S being the best of the best
Of the best.
of the best to F being the worst of the worst
Of the worst.
of the worst, where A is excellent, B is good, C is mid,
Mid.
D is awful, and of course, you have
F
your
is the worst.
the
of the
worst,
worst.
the worst.
Of the worst.
So, this week, our re-inaugural tier listing,
If you will.
we're doing cereals. Gosh dang it.
Okay. All right.
A little flashback to childhood. I still eat cereal sometimes, but definitely not as frequently as I used
not
to.
as much as I'd like to. In fact, I don't
Yeah.
even eat it at all anymore.
It's honestly, I don't know if I would eat it for breakfast, but I would almost eat it as like, not that I stay up till midnights anymore,
But a
but
late-night
like a late
snack.
night snack would be so clutch.
Honestly, like if it's late at night, I'll just grab the cereal box and eat it out of the cereal box.
Oh yeah,
If
that's
it's
fair.
like, I don't know if this cereal is going to be on here, but I'm just going to say it's s'mores cereal is an S for me.
Really?
I would eat that straight out
I
of
don't
the box.
even know if I've seen that on a shelf before.
Well, I need to show you a picture at some
Yeah,
point.
you ought to buy me a box of s'mores. We'll
if they
eat-
even still make them.
First YouTube video, guys being dudes eat s'mores. The cereal.
It'll be a minute-long video.
Yeah. We'll each try a bite. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, bye.
Video
Cut.
done.
Cut. So, I took a list of the top 25 cereals in the country,
Okay.
and I got like the top 20 of them, because there were like 3 or 4 on there that I don't even think I've heard of before. Like Grape Nut Fiber Max Chex Box, or like Chex Cube, or whatever it is.
The fuck?
I don't know. There was some weird things. But I got the recognizable ones, and we just have to go with whatever flavor is mentioned.
Okay.
So if there's no flavor mentioned, it's whatever the original is. Rice Krispies.
B.
Yeah, that's a B. I
'Cause
would
it's
say
not. Yeah, I know that. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Like it's okay. It's like Pop Rocks with milk.
yeah, it's milk Pop Rocks. It's inoffensive. There's not a heck of a lot of flavor. I would have put it in C, but I think B is appropriate because it's got so many uses.
Yeah.
Such
it
as,
does.
Rice Krispie treats, where it's versatile. It doesn't just have to be a cereal and milk situation. So I like that. I like that pick. Cheerios.
I'd have to give this a C. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mid cereal. I know we can't go with flavors, so if it's just the standard
just
Honey
the
Nut
standard.
Cheerios.
No, standard. No, just Cheerios.
Oh, not Honey Nut?
No, just Cheerios.
Oh.
Plain Cheerio.
For me,
I was
honestly,
gonna say D.
any Cheerio I eat, I need to put a lot of sugar in that bowl with the milk. Because
I've never done that, but I've always seen and heard of people like, oh yeah, I sugar my cereal. I've never
it's
done that
only
before.
Cheerios for
Just
me.
Cheerios.
It's the only cereal I do that to.
Yeah, plain Cheerios are going to be D for me. Like, I get it. Like, oh, it's a fibrous, healthy cholesterol way to start your day. But I'd
All
rather
right.
just not.
D+.
I could skip breakfast and, miss that whole thing anyway.
I'll again, with this tier listing, we kind of have to meet.
Yeah,
in
we
the
have to
middle,
agree
so
on
I
one.
said C, he said D. I'll go D+.
D+ sounds fair, totally. Chex. This could be your wheat Chex, rice Chex, corn Chex. I think they're all original.
C-. It's just
I'm
nah. Actually,
tempted
I'm
to
sorry.
go-
This is another cereal I put sugar in.
I'm tempted to go up to B with the Rice Krispies because Muddy Buddies or Puppy Chow, whichever one you say,
I love
is
those.
made with Chex,
Those are great.
and that's an S tier snack or
Mm-hmm.
dessert. Like if there's Muddy Buddies at the dessert table, I'm getting a bowl and I'm filling it.
I'm just gonna eat the whole thing.
I'll eat the whole thing.
I don't care.
So the versatility of Chex, I think, bumps it up for me.
C+.
I could go C+. I'll settle for that. That's totally fine.
Good. You better.
Otherwise, we could go B+
Or B-.
or B-. We could go B-.
But C+.
So B- it is?
So fine.
Yeah,
Fine,
okay.
B-. Yeah, I guess whatever.
I'm a good negotiator.
Yeah, no, you're
Thanks
not.
for noticing.
I guess
How about-
that bit was gonna go on way too long.
It was going to go on for a while. You're right. Special K.
It's
I
my
think that's
cereal.
like the red berries one
my
with the little
cereal.
flakes or something.
I'd give it an A. It's my
I
cereal,
was-
dude. Special K.
I was going to go B. I think it's fine. I hate Kellogg's as a company. I think they're a dog shit company.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Nothing.
I don't know. There's like It's just plain cornflakes with little dehydrated strawberries.
But those strawberries are fucking mint. I love them. They're so
Can
good.
I talk you into a B+?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, B+ it is for Special K. First sweet,
Rep.
first actual, like, sweet cereal that made this list, Lucky Charms. Big Lucky Charms kind of guy.
I am. I do kind of fucks
I
with
could
it.
kind of go A+ with this one.
I could too.
Yeah, A+.
This is perfect.
Good.
Those marshmallows, oh.
And,
so
like,
good.
they kind of do it right, because the marshmallow to, like, crunchy, regular cereal, the ratio is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty good ratio, and even the regular cereal is not flavorless. So that's a good one. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
S.
S.
Sorry, it's
S
just
plus.
so good.
S plus. It is the perfect cereal.
It really is.
I don't think there's one that can
Honestly,
wave a finger at it.
I know everyone does this pretty much for like any cereal they eat. You get done with the cereal, you drink the milk.
The Cinnamilk is
I like
so
only
good.
do it when it's Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's so good.
That stuff's just so good.
Dude, easy S. Fruit Loops.
I gotta go A+ on this one.
I could go A.
I
A plus,
I
sure.
love Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops are good.
Even that milk, drinking it.
It's fruit, yeah.
It's fruity.
It's
milk.
almost like the predecessor to strawberry milk.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Pretty
like
much.
more fruit. Diversity, in a way.
I used to love eating Fruit Loops as a kid.
Yeah. Fruit Loops are great. So what did we say? A? Yeah. Captain Crunch. Also known as little boulders that you break your teeth on.
Or no, the sharp shit that cuts up the
Yeah,
roof of
yeah,
your
the
mouth.
roof of your mouth.
Now this is just Captain Crunch. This isn't
Just whatever
with
the
berries.
original Captain Crunch. Yeah.
Damn it. Well, if it's just original Captain Crunch, I gotta go C. It's just
I would
made
have said
for me.
like C minus.
Like
yeah.
I need the berries in it.
Have you tried like the Oops All Berries?
Yeah.
Because I love those memes where it's like Oops All microwave disc. It's just a microwave disc in a box.
Oops, all metal shavings.
Yeah. Oops asphalt. Yeah. Captain Crunch. What is C or C minus?
I'll go C. It's
C.
It's just mid.
It's mid. Yeah,
Actually, no,
that's
I will
fine.
go C plus or C minus because of the fact that it's like the only cereal that can really fuck up your mouth.
That's true. There's a negative physical.
It's like, have you ever put in a Dorito in your mouth face up and tried to bite
Any
down?
corn chip? It's so painful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that can actually like be super unpleasant. Frosted Flakes.
B. Like it's not mid, but it's not great.
Yeah.
It's your standard run of the mill.
I was tempted to go A minus, unless they get too soggy, in which case it's F. Because most of those flake ones get sogged up real fast and then just become mush.
Mm-hmm. And that's porridge at that
That's
point.
porridge. It's just
That
cold
ain't
porridge.
cereal.
No.
Okay,
So
I
they
said,
split the difference, maybe B plus kind
B
of
plus would work.
kind of
for
range. That totally works.
Tony the Tiger.
Here's the one you were thinking of earlier: Honey Nut Cheerios. I can go B.
I'll go B
I
for
ate
that
a lot
one.
of Honey Nut Cheerios.
It's a lot less mid
when I
than
was
just
a kid.
Cheerios.
Yeah, like it's got actual honey flavor. I think it actually has honey in it. But
Yeah, have you ever seen those commercials?
yeah, there's actual like a bee guy.
Yeah, and he's in the bowl with his honey.
Spizms
Yeah,
in the bowl.
he's spizming in the
I
bowl.
need to start buying more Honey Nut Cheerios.
You and me both, dude.
What did we say?
B.
B for bee spizm.
Beat.
How about Tricks? Were you a big Tricks guy? Because I
Trix are
was
for
not.
kids.
I was not a Tricks
Trix are
guy.
for kids.
Tricks are for kids.
I had it when I was a kid, so it was meant for me.
I had it a couple times, and I thought it was mid as a child. So as an adult, I think it's actively not good.
I'd go B minus.
I would have put it in D.
What the
Yeah, man.
fuck? All right, fine.
Some-
C. Even though I don't think it's mid at all.
It's just not. There's nothing remarkable about
It's
it to me.
berries.
But that's why you have Captain Crunch berries, because those berries are good. The Trix berries are mid.
All right, then we'll go C.
We'll go C. Cocoa Puffs.
S.
S. I disagree.
What?
I disagree. I would have said
Dude,
A minus.
because you need to be different.
No.
'Cause you just gotta be
There
different.
is a better cocoa-related cereal.
I highly disagree.
I couldn't disagree with you more. There is a better cocoa cereal.
Fine. I will be nice and I will go A plus.
Fine. A plus for the Cocoa Puffs. They make a fairly decent chalky milk afterwards.
Yes, they do.
How do you feel about Cookie Crisp?
Fucking S. Love it. Love Cookie Crisp.
I think it's pretty good.
Don't you dare
I think
try
it's
to be
pretty
different.
good.
Don't you dare.
You know what? I'm passing you.
Fine. A plus.
No.
Take it or leave it.
I'm passing you the torch on this one. I've had Cookie Crisp like twice in my life.
What?
And I remember it being good, but since you've clearly had it more than I have, I'll let you give it an S.
Twice? What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Dude, did you eat as anything as a child?
Hardly. Here's the one I was talking about, which is by far and away better. Cocoa Pebbles. S+. S+.
It's all right. I'll go
Don't
A.
be a hater. Don't be a hater.
A.
It's not going below Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, it's not?
It's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
A+ then, same thing.
It's S-.
S, go fuck yourself. Fine, I can stay S-. I don't, even Fruity Pebbles, both of them, they are great cereals. I just hate how, like, small, and they stick to the side of the bowl, and I can never really finish the fucking bowl.
But then, when it gets down to the last bit, then when you're drinking the chalky milk left over, you get a little tactile crunchy, the occasional crunchy with it. A leftover pebble, if you will.
Get you some crunchy, boy.
Oh, crunchy boy. So we're going S- or A+?
S- for cocoa.
The one you just mentioned, Fruity Pebbles. Honestly,
I would also go an S.
yep.
Even though I just shit talked it, I just
Yeah.
it just can't. It's just so good.
I would say S. I liked Fruity Pebbles better than Fruit Loops.
Yep.
Yeah,
I do too.
for sure. Easy S there. Oreo O's.
Never had them.
Really? Mm-hmm. I didn't either. I kind of put them on here with expectation
why?
that you have.
Why? Why do you think
Oh,
that?
no reason.
Oh, no reason
Nothing.
at all?
No
Not
reason.
my fucking beer belly at 23? My receding hairline?
You've worked hard on that.
And the fact that I give off dad vibes, apparently.
Never hate on your own gains, brother.
But it looks, I mean, Oreo O's.
Oreo O's.
Which, you know what, I'm going to give it a C just for the fucking name.
Yeah, we'll give it a C
It's just
for
dumb.
mid-name and also never had.
I think that's fair.
Apple Jacks.
Cinnamon. I'd give this an A.
I'll give it an
I had
A.
this cereal a lot in my childhood. Shit was good.
It was pretty good. Apparently they just take like certain colors of Fruit Loops and put a little cinnamon on them, and that's what becomes
Green and
Apple
orange.
Jacks. Yeah.
Green and orange, that's
Yep.
it.
Good cereal though.
Oh, yeah.
Raisin Bran.
F.
Really? I would have said at least C.
I don't do it. I'm fucking 23. Why am I eating a fucking healthy, fiber-full cereal? Get that shit out of here.
There's a little sugar-coated raisins.
raisins, Peter. Fuck off. I don't need your raisins.
You know what? You make a fair point, because it always says 2 scoops of raisins, and there's more bran than raisin every time. So how fucking small are these scoops?
Yeah, like, what, you skimping us
They're
on the fucking raisins.
You know what? F. They skimp on
Thank
the
you.
raisins. Count Chocula.
S+.
S+?
I'm sorry, it is a seasonal cereal, and whenever it comes out, I buy them by the tens because it's just so good.
It is. It really is.
All of them are. If they're all on here, they're all getting an S.
Well, next up was Frankenberry.
S.
Booberry.
S.
Okay.
They're all just so damn good.
They are.
Ugh.
They really are. I think if I had to pick
even
a
my
favorite,
dad flips out when it gets to that
Really?
time. He's like, "Oh, you know the cereals are coming back." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Righteous. Well, spooky season is upon us. Mm-hmm. Kind of, in a way. It is for me, because I feel in my soul when it starts to get there. So I'm excited. I think it's a tie between Frankenberry and Booberry for me, because I would honestly put Count Chocula beneath Cocoa Pebbles. But
Well, if I'm grading these 3 cereals, it's Count Chocula, Blueberry, Frankenberry for me.
I would have that inversed, but they're all S on our list, so I guess it's not that deep, bro. It's not that deep.
It's really not that deep.
It's really not that deep,
Here you
though.
go again, being different.
It's not about being different, it's about being genuine to how I feel, you know?
And this
so maybe
is-
you should try that sometime.
Maybe you should try and not, because then maybe people would want to live with you.
Hey, my love or disdain for cereal has nothing to do with how much people dislike me.
Absolutely, it does.
Maybe you're right. I'd considered that point.
So, as Aidan figures stuff out, we'll be
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, as I
with
talk to
telling
my-
you a story, but
It's
there's
a
going to
little
be an
different.
interesting little twist.
It's
to
a little
this one.
different.
Just stick around.
Stick
to find
around
out.
for this 1 second break. And we're back to the brand spanking new Tell Me a Story.
New look stories.
Yeah, a new story. New story. It's all always new stories. Didn't mean to confuse that, but it's a new look, same product. New look, different product.
Yep.
New UPC code. Mm-hmm. We're gonna need an inventory and an audit.
Marked down from 5.
Five Nights at Freddy's crown. Old King sucks dong.
Marked down from 5. That's just great.
I love those bits.
They're so good. But no, this
yeah.
version of it, it's the same as the old one. We give each other a
But-
prompt, and then you have to tell a story completely off the top.
A title and a story, all off the top.
It's usually always funny, demented, strange,
Extreme.
fucked up.
Yeah,
You
certainly.
name it. But this time, when that person is telling his story, the other one can just say change.
Yeah,
Or
change.
Change.
Yep.
And we
We're
have to
adding the extra-
completely just like start over, pretty much.
No, just the last sentence, and you have to swerve a different way, or, just something to keep the story fresh.
Okay.
Yeah. It keeps... What it's meant to do is, this is like an improv exercise, right? So it's meant to, like, keep the person on their toes, and, like, keep their brain thinking fresh, so they don't get into, like, a loop or whatever. So it is an actual improv exercise, but now we're, like, implementing it in the podcast.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
So yeah, you just change the last sentence, make a swerve of some kind. You just have to change.
So speaking of that,
Sure.
Aidan,
Yes.
tell me a story about your experience on
Yeah.
September 12th, 2002.
Oh boy. Well,
Change. No, just kidding.
you only get 3.
I know I was just being funny.
Okay. This story is called Oh No. So it started on September 11th, 2002, right? Because you said
Yeah.
12th of
Yeah.
2002, right? So September 11th, 2002, the 1-year anniversary of the New York Mets probably losing a game, I guess. So everyone is just going about their day regularly because, of course, nothing bad happened a year ago. And I go to a Starbucks.
Change.
This is more difficult than I thought.
I know. That's why I cannot wait for mine, because I'm gonna be like Patrick. Like, this is for here to go. Oh,
I
so
exit.
you were at Starbucks. Oh wait,
No, you said change.
that's right. Oh my God.
I
Why
exit-
is this so hard to comprehend?
I exit my New York City apartment, and I call a cab, and this man in a dark black van that has taxi written on the side in spray paint picks me up, and he has me hop in the back and put a bag over my head and chain my arms behind me. And I was kind of talking to him. I'm like, hey, this is kind of different for a taxi. It's a little more exciting, And he was just like, yeah, shut up.
Oh,
It's like, whoa, sir.
stern man.
Like, wow, you really upset about that Mets loss a year ago? And he's like, don't even say that. And he takes his mask off. Who is it? Former Mets general manager, Gary.
Change.
Former Mets basketball player, Daniel Gonzalez. And I'm like, whoa, I have some great... I have some great news for you.
Well,
And he's like, what's that? And I'm like, I can't see your face. Can you tell me who you are? And he's like, oh, he takes my mask off. And he's like, yo, it's me. And I was like, whoa, great news, bud. You're going to become YouTube famous in like a decade and a half from now. And he's like, whoa, haha, epic, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whatever happened to my taxi ride? I had to be to work like 3 hours ago.
oh man.
That's how long he and I have been, BSing about the Mets and YouTube and, his future fame.
Love the Mets, baby. Let's
Love
go
the Mets. Let's go Mets, baby. And he looks me in the eyes, his expression changing from happiness, conversing with who used to be a stranger, to anger, rage. And he pulls this cricket bat from behind him, and he conks me in the head. He conks me one. Woo, 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 Tweety birds above my head. I'm out. I'm out like a light. I wake up on September 12th, 2002.
Damn, that's crazy. Change.
I wake up in a pond. It's midnight
Submersed.
on the 12th of 2002.
Okay.
And there's a big screen behind me showing these really disturbing images of buildings toppling and, very angry, panicked people. And I'm like, whoa, is this like a new mockumentary? Did they make this up? What is even happening? And I start to swim my way out of the pond. Ah, damn it. These chains are still on me. Danny Gonzalez fucked me on this one. And I was
Oh.
like, fuck, I'm going to drown. And I realized, what did I put on before I left my apartment? My flippers.
Smart
I work in
man.
the swimming pool.
Smart man.
So I start flippering my way out of this pond. I need to figure out where I am. Because I no-called, no-showed for work by happenstance.
Yeah, if you miss it by 3 hours, you kind of got to do that.
And someone has set up this large theater by this pond to show me these images of 2 large buildings falling down. Couldn't be me. I don't remember anything happening a year and a day ago. because I'm but a 3-year-old. So I start looking for my cell phone. I realize he took my pants.
Oh.
And where my pants were are a pair of pants. And I start looking through these pockets of mine, and I'm pulling out these images, these photographs that he obviously got from, Walgreens Photo. It says so on the back. And they're images of my testicles.
Oh.
That he clearly took when he, replaced my pants. And a phone number. What I assume to be Danny's phone number. And I call it using a payphone on the corner of, where those 2 tall buildings used to be.
Yeah.
And I start ringing it.
Oh.
It's Danny's mom.
Oh.
Dan.
Oh, Danny's mom, Dan.
And she starts talking to me.
Oh.
And I tell her about the whole experience I had with Danny. And she's like, wow, that's just like him. I raised him right. I was like, what are you talking about?
With your son.
He kidnapped me.
I was with your son.
Hit me in the head. And before I knew it, she hung up on me. Again, second time. I mean, granted, I call her nightly to give her my, good night wishes. I should have recognized the phone number. But now I call her back. Who picks up the phone? Danny. He asks me out on a date.
Oh.
The fuck do you think I'm going to do? Absolutely.
Hey, yeah, I would have said yes.
Absolutely. Only issue is I'm still 3 years old in this scenario.
Yeah.
And I think he's like 20.
Yeah.
Issue numero uno. Issue number 2, I don't have a car.
It's okay. I mean, with some dates, it's commonplace for the man to pick up the woman.
Exactly. So I head back to my apartment. Questionable they allowed a 3-year-old to sign a year lease. And who's in my house but my landlord, Danny Gonzalez.
Oh, no.
And he's made a steak dinner. He put rose petals on the floor. He's like, hey, man, sorry I conked you with that bat. You want a blicky?
Let's make up.
Yeah, let's real sticky.
Clean slate.
Clean slate. And I realized this is going to become awkward when he finds out I'm only 3. That was the uh-oh moment. That's my story.
It was quite an eventful September 12th, 2002.
Yeah, I know, right? I was kind of expecting a third change in there somewhere because that kind of went off the rails.
There was. I already said my 3.
That was 2.
No, it was 3. It was 3.
Editor's note: there was only 2 of Kevin's changes. Haha. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed.
It was 3.
Even I'm losing track. Well, Kevin, tell me a story of why Monday left you brokenhearted.
Well, typical every Monday, you wake up, you're like, oh, it's Monday. I got a case of it now. I didn't want it, but they handed it to me for free. So I wake up bright and early at 4:13 Monday morning to get to work by 8 o'clock. And on my commute there, I notice I'm like, my stomach's, they've been making ramblies all morning.
Yeah.
I need me some kofifi, and I need me some brekkie.
Yeah, brekkie and coffee.
So I go to the local Lucas's gas station, and I pick up a French toast sandwich with Canadian ham.
Change.
And as I'm leaving the McDonald's,
you didn't have to go that far back.
Well, as I'm leaving the McDonald's at 4:10 in the morning,
Wait.
I realized that they forgot my hotcakes.
Bastards.
And I'm like, it's just a simple order of hotcakes. I'm paying $3.99 for 3 goddamn pancakes. You couldn't even give me the cakes themselves. You gave me the syrup and the fork and the knife and the butter. Where the fuck are my cakes? So I literally barge it. Their dining room isn't open until 5. I'm like, what the fuck? Like 50 more minutes? Come on. So I just barge through. I'm just like, listen, I don't have time for this. I need to be at work in 3 hours. I need my goddamn hotcakes. They're like, sir, what are you doing in here? We're going to call the cops. I'm like, call them. They'll understand. Everyone needs their hotcakes at 4:10 in the morning. Everyone. And they're like, okay, sir, we're sorry. Let me go get those for you. They go to the back. I'm standing there waiting. 20 minutes goes by. Still no cakes.
Unbelievable.
I'm like, the fuck is going on? So I took matters into my own hands. I walked back there, and I noticed that
Change.
I noticed that they're... What?
You didn't walk back there. I said change.
Oh, right. Silly me. As I'm driving my car at 5:30 in the morning...
in the lobby.
About...
Have you lost track where you are?
About an hour and a half away from work. I had
to reset the whole story.
No, I had my extra large venti frappuccino.
Like a cappuccino, but a little more blicky.
Yeah, crappuccino, made with real bits of gang
Little
gang.
bits of 6ix9ine ball sack.
Yeah, so it really tasted fruity, and it really got me thinking that morning. And it got me thinking, I'm just like, real blicky. I don't need to be at work, eh? Sticky. I should just go home and play with my blicky.
Yeah.
So I realized what the time was. It's now 5:40, and I'm just like, I don't need to be at work in another, 2 hour. So I'm just going to head back home and play with my blicky. And I ended up getting bored of it, so I'm just like, all right, back to work. So I'm on the road again. And mind you all, this is still the case of the Mondays that I'm getting.
Yeah, naturally. Yeah.
And, I'm just sick and tired of it, and I just want Monday to be over. So I finally get to work at 8 o'clock in the morning after my long commute. I clock in, and then I clock out at 8:05. I just had a 5-minute shift that morning.
Easy shift.
Yeah. And then on the way home, I figured, you know what? I need to give McDonald's a second chance because I didn't get my cakes that I was imagining that I got when I went to McDonald's in my head. And
Right.
I needed to go there for real. For real.
Oh, God.
And get my cakes. And on the way to McDonald's, I realized that time waits for no man. And suddenly, it's dark and then it's light. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I look behind me on the road, and there's 5 cars behind me. The exact same make and model, color, everything. I'm like, what is this? And I see this head come out of the sunroof. And it's a cat-looking head.
Oh, no.
And he starts singing.
Yeah? What's he sing?
He was singing something about Monday leaving him broken.
Yeah.
And Tuesday that he was hoping.
Interesting.
And giving it was a Tuesday, I'm also hoping too.
I wonder what it sounded like.
And then Wednesday his
Yeah.
fuck, how'd it go?
Sing it. Come on, sing it for the people.
Okay. Monday left me broken. Tuesday I was
through with hoping.
through with hoping. Wednesday
empty arms are
empty arms
hoping.
empty arms
Empty arms are hoping.
Empty arms are open.
Open.
So come Wednesday, which hadn't come yet, someone's arms were open. And so
Right.
what this guy was, he was like telling me a prophecy, is what it foretold.
He prophesized.
Profoundly processed.
Change. You're welcome. Try again.
And when Tuesday left me broken, I veered off the side of 49 and I crashed my car.
Oh, my.
And the other 5 cars pull up around me, and they all get out with, pardon me, gas cans.
Oh, my.
And they start dousing my car in gasoline. And they're just still singing the same old song and dance routine. And by the time they got to Thursday, I was on fire.
Oh, no.
And I never got the cakes I was imagining.
Cakeless.
I had a great last 5 minutes of work.
Right.
But it all started with a case of the Mondays.
Unbelievable.
And Thursday I was waiting for love.
Yeah.
Waiting for love. But instead I got burned alive.
Yeah,
and that's my story.
Naturally. Leave it for a case of the Mondays to happen on Wednesday.
And leave it for the case of the goddamn 5 dressed as cats.
Monday. A great story. Did you give it a title? Case of the Mondays?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, naturally.
Case of the Mondays. Or sorry, actually, that's not that fitting. I'll rename the name of my story. Grrr Mondays.
Grrr Mondays. John, where's my lasagna? I ate those food. Well,
I think that
thanks
went
for the story,
quite well.
man. Yeah.
Obviously, that was more of the test run. It will stick, but that was
Yeah.
the test run to see how we do it first time around, and I thought it was pretty good.
I think it was funny, but a little jarring. We'll get better. We'll get better.
I'm sure,
but
because
definitely
the
a
first
little
time I
jarring.
said change, you're like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
it
this is hard.
I so wasn't expecting it. Oh, man. Well, force of habit gets to you. Anyway, we hope you've enjoyed our return and the new and returning segments, because I know it's been a lot of fun for us. So we hope you've enjoyed all the same. As a listener, hopefully you got to play along with both the burning questions and the tier list.
Tier listing, yeah. Maybe you
Shoot
think
us
more
a-
highly of
shoot-
certain
oh, yeah.
cereals than we do.
In between one of these socials, Aidan and Edding is going to put the
See?
put the socials in between one of these segments.
See what happens
So,
when I gotta do all the
Just
editing.
shoot us. If you were to make an adjustment to the way we tier listed our cereals today, let us know on the socials that you heard definitely earlier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well-
And also, I just gotta say, I hope. Well, Yeah, come Friday, maybe. We might have a new listener because the certain someone I'm talking to does enjoy a good podcast.
Oh, fantastic.
She even gave me shit when I said I listened to Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn, and she's like, you look like the kind of guy who I'm like, what do you mean by that?
I, too, would give you shit for listening to Joe Rogan.
It's just whatever. It's funny.
He's a fucking clown,
funny.
dude.
Yeah, he's a clown. What are we?
Wholesome,
Clowns.
loving individuals.
Wholesome, loving, individually clowning.
Individually clowning,
every single
bro.
week. So hopefully, I mean, although, bless her heart if she ever hears this, I told her about our podcast, and I said it's called AK219, and she said, is that a gun?
Ma'am?
I said...
Miss? No.
I said, no.
No, it's not.
It's not. To which she said, oh, wait a minute. I'm like, no, you're not. That was funny. That made me laugh. It is not a gun. I said, you're thinking of an AK-47.
Right.
Or an AK-74. And she's
Right.
like, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, I guess.
no, like,
Yeah.
Like our podcast is pretty much, it's an hour of tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery?
Every single week.
Goofy, goober-esque clowning.
So, and like, whoever she listens to, you're going to include us in there because we're pretty good.
Gosh, I flip and hope so,
pretty
dog.
good.
I flip and hope so.
That would be rare for a person of interest in my life that actually listens to my show.
Yeah, something you put passion into.
Another one,
Yeah.
I should say. My dad
Another
listens
one.
in. Your dad listens in. A bunch of our friends, a bunch of the people I play hockey with actually listen in. They've been
Righteous.
asking me how it's been going.
Thanks, fellas.
In fact, the guy who runs the skate, his name is Mike Lucko, he wants to have dinner with us at one point because
Really?
he considers us celebrities. I shit you not.
No kidding.
Yeah, he thinks we're great. He loves our content. He just loves how even this guy we call him Lil Bernie. He sometimes
Lil
plays
Bernie?
with us.
Yeah.
He's a cop out in Chicago Heights. He's a good cop.
Okay.
From the stories we've been talking about, oh, dude, this guy doesn't give a shit. He's hilarious. But even him, he's like, dude, like I've been listening to your podcast too. Like he's like, I love how you guys just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You just talk about anything. Just like no filter.
Fair
most
assessment.
of the times.
Fair assessment, yeah.
But no, he enjoy. A lot of people enjoy it, and
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's wonderful news.
a certain Lucko wants to take us out to dinner, or
How
just a
about that?
drink.
Our first celebrity dinner.
I would not be opposed to it.
I wouldn't
Because
either.
guess
It would
what?
just
He'd be buying.
It would just make me feel weird because I don't feel like a celebrity ever.
Well, we got people out there that think that we are.
And that's wonderful.
So we're gonna have to put on that
That's
facade.
wonderful. Yeah, we'll have to fake it
Before
till
it
we
becomes
make
a reality.
Right, yeah. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you all bright and early late next week with another episode of Chaos right here on your very own AK219. Every Friday, also known as National Friday, also known as I wish a motherfucker will try me. I want a motherfucker try me today.
Hit you with a fucking Pez dispenser. hit my niece
Hit
with a
my
pickle.
niece
Hit
with a
my uncle
pancake.
with a pancake.
Hit my little nephew with a Lego brick.
Excuse me.
Could you make that ass clap for a 5-piece meal?
I wish a motherfucker would.
I wish a motherfucker will try me today. Well,
We need to get him on the show.
oh, dude, I would love to have him on the show.
That'd be a lot of editing for
Cedric,
you.
my man. We'll just keep him in the latter half of the show, so I don't have to do a radio edit.
True.
True. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, it's
that
been a lot of fun.
I already said the outro bit about next week being late and early and that whole funny
Okay.
thing.
So I guess it is.
It's said bye, yeah. If we wanted to say. But I already said bye, right?
Yeah.
So this could be the part of the show where I like to do a clever little fade out to the song.
You can do that.
Which I think is kind of what I'm buying time for to make sure we have enough to go out while the song comes in.
Okay, yeah.
I think it'd be pretty neat. Because I think that
The attacks on 9/11. What had happened was